Hey everyone, tonight we're going to do a tutorial on an astronaut with planets. So I chose a Santorini stone because it's larger and I work better on bigger stones. You can choose whatever stone you like. Right now I am penciling out the astronaut, and the astronaut's kind of sitting in the meditation pose. No particular tips I can give you. I just really try and look at my inspiration picture and draw from there. You can see I erase multiple times. I'm just doing the outline because we will go back later and paint it in. So for the planets, I used coins. I used a quarter for the top three, a nickel for the middle one, and a penny for the last one, and I traced those. After you get your astronaut looking the way that you want, and then you can go ahead and start the background. I'm still working on a few things on my astronaut, but for the background I used black acrylic, and everything else I'm going to use is Wanda's. It's either gouache paint or her neon watercolors and her holo sparkle. In the astronaut, I didn't do a bunch of details, but just where the knee pads and the shoulder pads design would be and where the creases in his pants would be. Now I'm just going to use my black acrylic and paint the background. In the video, I only showed doing one coat, but then I stopped, waited for it to dry, and did a second coat to cover up any white that was showing. So I will stop talking for a minute, let you guys do the background, and we'll get started some more in a few minutes. So now that we have the background done black, we can start working on our planets. I started out using the gouache paint and was having a rough time because I'm not too confident with the gouache yet, so I then started to use the watercolors. But again, you can use whatever medium you like. So for the planets, I just did each planet a different design and color theme. One I did with squiggles, one I did like a half and half blend, one I did some swirls, one I did a couple colors and some dots, some I did with rings. It's really whatever you want to do. You can make it your own. I pretty much just stuck to the picture reference, but I kind of bounce around and try to use all of one color and then go back to another color so that I wasn't doing one planet at a time. I thought this might make the video go a little quicker. Okay, so now my planets are almost complete. I was starting to do the clothing. Again, I just copied the picture and I just am doing one color at a time. So I started with the purple and did those areas, his elbows, not elbows, shoulders, knees, and his zipper area and his shoes. And then I will go in and I put the neon yellow next. And I did almost all of his clothing with the neon yellow before I go back in and do the outline with the different colors. So at the top, it would be neon yellow with the blue, and then the blue kind of fades into the yellow and will make a green. And then for the legs, I did a yellow for the most part and then added some pink, and then the pink blended with the yellow and made some orange. So I didn't use each color to get that look. It was just the mixing of the two to hope take less time and less work on your part. I had one more planet to finish, and I'm going to go ahead and use some yellow and blue with that. I was undecided what I wanted the color scheme of that one to be. His boots had some different colors in the picture, but I went ahead and just made like a lime green hump on his shoe and then used purple. And for that bottom of his sole on his one foot, I used the yellow. I'm now taking my black acrylic and doing the shield of his helmet, and later on we'll go back in and add some white to give some dimension to the helmet. On this planet, I used my Posca pen to make little circles, and I used my Posca pen to make the ring. And then I'm going to go back and use my neon pink over that Posca to give it some detail. Now I'm just using my Posca fine liner to go around my astronaut's body, finding different spots that need touch-ups with his fingers so you can see the design in the gloves, making some lines for his knees and his shoulders, and touching up different spots. Now that the main part is done, I'm going to take a little bit of gray and a little bit of white and go around the astronaut and the planets and try and give it that glowing effect. I did gray first all the way around, just a very thin line, and then I went back with the white and just added it in certain parts just to kind of give it a little more glow effect. Somebody might have a better method. I didn't really think mine was glowing, but that's the idea that I came up with. So if you have a better idea in mind, by all means, give it a go. After I'm done outlining everything with the gray and the white, I'm gonna go back and touch up with my black Posca pen again because some of my gray outline's not gonna be perfect. So I'm just gonna touch up where I need to. Now that that's all finished, we can go to the last little bit of our rock is the stars. I just used my eyeliner brush and kind of made a T and tried to make the middle more of a circle. Some smaller, some bigger. You can add more stars, you can add less stars, pretty much up to you. Just trying to fill up that empty space on the rock. And last but not least, I went in and threw in some sparkle. So I took Wanda's Holo Fine watercolor and added it to the background. The whole entire thing is covered, even the stars. So when you tilt it, it has that holographic look. You could use glitter, you could use twinkles, you could use dragonfly glaze, extreme glitter, or you can just leave it black. Totally up to you. I just love sparkle, and Wanda's paint is amazing, and I just decided to go with it. So thanks for painting along. I hope you guys give it a try and can't wait to see what else you guys create. Thank you for watching.